Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look at the gold market. So as you can see, gold performance mostly confirms what we said about the fundamental background. Indeed, yesterday on the CPI numbers, gold has shown some spike up as well as the euro currency. This was, well, a bit too much reaction probably for just one decimal change compared to the expectations. It's purely the speculators' games. But still, market has not broken the vital area that we have specified. As you could see on the hourly chart, the resistance that we talked about mostly stands the same. And if you have taken position around this level, so currently it should be everything okay. At the same time, you could see that gold is stubborn with no desire actually to keep going lower. So it stands in a tight range. And that is going on mostly on the background of the debt sale discussion. So a lot of events right now stands around it. Becomes really hot topic right now in all media. Negotiations are going in a dead way. At the first glance, that Republicans obviously do not want to take some compromise with the rising rate without the decreasing of the spending of the national government. Donald Trump yesterday already have taken the speech concerning this debt sale and called to Republicans to not step out from their position, stand hard, and don't let the Democrats to raise the rate without cutting the spending. So it's turning in some conflict, and it's not really very good. It makes investors nervous, and that support demand for the gold. And that's why you could see that the performance on the gold stands different compared to other dollar-related assets. It's euro currency, forex market. So if euro has collapsed today, you could see that on the gold we do not see it. Market stands stubborn in that range. That's why. On the follow time frame chart, actually, you could see that market is forming some kind of the triangle. It's a bit wide and mostly indicates some decision in the gold performance, and probably, well, it keeps the door open for both directions, and most probable that the direction will be chosen on the progress in the negotiations. Investors don't think that will be really big problems, because in the auctions that has happened yesterday on 10-year bonds, on the previous week it was the auctions for shorter term bonds, United States bonds, notes. They were mostly successful, so big amounts of the offers, solid demand for the bonds. So in the case of the expectation will default, hardly it was a lot of orders for buying the United States debt. But still, here the open stands for both directions. It might be the great large ABC reparation, or potentially even the butterfly with the massive extension to the 21 area. Or it might be, if the compromise will become closer, it might be downward breakout and some kind of the larger ABC reparation, or at least 1985 as target that we already have specified. Taking purely technical background without any relation to the fundamentals and so on, XOP looks more probable. It's just because this type of action and that type of action is quite different. So this is straightforward collapse. It's gradual pullback here, and from technical point of view, downside continuation looks more probable in the current situation, but we will see. On the hourly chart, take a look what has happened. That was our ultimate point. If you said, as we said, well, theoretical market could try to touch the OP, for example, on the CPI report. And in particular, this has happened. So market just jumped up, complete the OP, and collapsed. So this is just confirms our suggestion that market doesn't want to go higher currently. It's because you can see very slow choppy action. We even said that that's probably the point where the theoretical market should start downward action. And COP just has adjusted barely this suggestion, and market immediately returned back down. So, but anyway, if you even have taken a position here or here, we said better to place stop above the 2050 area, and probably both positions right now stands in profit, so you could just move stops to the break even and see what will happen. In the current situation, I don't know, guys. Today we have the PPI numbers. Hardly they will make significant impact. We actually suggest that probably might be more deflation numbers than in the CPI. It's just because PPI now reflects the process of deterioration in the real production sector. In industry and manufacturing, it's slowing down. You could see it by the numbers, by our reports that we were showing you. And drop of the PPI shows not even deflationary processes, but this is signs of the depression in the production. The production is slowing, no demand for commodities, for necessary goods and raw materials, and as a result you could see the drop in the prices on the producers. So today probably we could get even lower numbers, but anyway, if even numbers will be more than expected, that will support the dollar, and that is good for our bearish context here, short-term bearish context. For the gold market, since it's a bit more stubborn in flat standing, let's focus on the 2010 target. So here's we have a kind of the minor hand or something of that sort, or better to say just bearish engulfing. And bearish engulfing suggests the ABCD performance. That's the target. So let's focus first on the 2010 area and see what will happen next. If market will hit this area and it will be downside breakout, we'll stay around it, and then we could start seriously considering a probable drop to the XOP. If it will complete the 2010 and then return to it back up, it will be a bit different story. Once again, it will be in decision background. But for a few hours for today's session, probably if you have the bearish positions here, this target has not bad chance to be completed. So let's see what will happen.